All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Milk
Eggs.
and a Whole Lot of Tea.
A whole lot of tea.
Yes, we are back in the studio, Allegra.
Yes, we are for season 2.
Yes, season 2. We thank you guys so much for the support for our first season. We've got some amazing guests on this season as well. Tell me who we got today.
So we have the one and only Marissa.
Marissa, let's welcome her to the table. Thank you.
Newscaster.
Thank you. We just,
That was amazing.
yeah, like, hello, welcome to the Daily Show. Okay, listen.
My girl Brandon.
I really love my Hoda and I love my Jenna, and I would love to be in their place one day.
100%.
But that would be
That's the
something.
best job ever.
Oh, I know.
10 o'clock hour.
Right?
Drink your wine.
Talk
Actually,
about pop culture.
speaking of wine, we all have a little bubbly in our glasses. So let's cheers to this.
I can't read.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so on today's episode, we're with Marissa. So Marissa, you have been just born and alive and out on this earth for a while now.
Okay, so you're calling me old.
No, I'm not calling you old, but you're not 18, you're not
Yeah.
55. You're in this good in between. You're adult, right? Okay, so tell the audience about Marissa and who you are.
Whoa, that is
Who you are. Okay,
broad.
give us, okay.
Go.
No. Give us a little bit. Okay, so who you are, what you do, and then kind of, how did you get here to Nashville?
Totally.
How'd you end
I'll
up?
give you my little spiel.
Perfect.
Born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Actually, Plano is the suburb. Are you familiar?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of it. Plain old Texas. It's actually pretty big. But anyways, so 0 to 18 there. I went to school specifically for what I wanted to major in, which was public relations. And I wanted, there was a few key things I wanted. I wanted good Greek life. I wanted a best PR program, and I wanted good D1 sports, big college feel,
Yeah.
And so went touring all the places, UGA, Georgia, Oklahoma University, Mizzou, Bama, and fell in love with Bama. So I went there, graduated in 2017. But summer of 2016, actually, let me back up. First internship I did was in Dallas, and it was for a very corporate PR firm. And through that internship, I learned I did not want to do corporate PR. And I remember that summer coming home to my parents, because it was in Dallas, right? I was living at home for that summer. And I was so devastated coming to my parents, because I was like, I just predicated my whole life on this major because I thought that was going to be my career path.
Yeah.
that's a good thing about interns, though.
You can
You figure out if you
totally,
like it or
and
you
that's
don't
what the
like it.
CEO actually said to me one day. Him and I happened to be like in the snack room, and he goes, "Are you liking this internship? Be honest." And I was like, "I like it for the summer. I don't think it's something that I want to do in the future." He goes, "That's just as important
Right.
to learn in an internship,
Now.
because you can rule something out."
Yeah.
So anyways, I remember being bummed that I predicated my whole life on this and yada yada. The last project I worked on that summer was entertainment adjacent. And I felt that it fired me up. I was like, okay, next year, like recalibrate. Next year, I'm going to focus on applying to internships that are entertainment. And when I thought entertainment, I thought film, TV, New York, LA.
Yes.
And so
Wow.
your girl is super type A. And I had this spreadsheet,
I love
like
it with the
crazy,
spreadsheets.
and mainly New York, LA, film and TV, right? And side note, super funny. I remember being devastated I didn't get this Paramount internship. And I haven't thought about this in so long. It's funny that I'm thinking about this right now. But the woman, my final interview, and it was for TV or for film, and she was like, "What's the most recent movie you've seen?" I could not come up with one single movie. Not one.
Wait, like you didn't watch a movie recently, or you just couldn't?
I didn't. I
Right.
don't watch movies really. Like I don't love movies. It's a long time.
Yeah.
I can't sit that long.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was like, blessing in disguise. I thought that, but could you imagine like my trajectory, and if I was
was
that
based on a movie.
Trying to be in film and
something that I didn't like,
Yeah.
interesting.
So anyways, I applied to a couple what I thought safety internships in Nashville, because it's 3.5 hour drive from Alabama, from Tuscaloosa. And I ended up getting an internship down the street, literally right here, actually, like walking distance from where we're filming right now.
Oh, no way.
EB Media with EB McFarland. So she's the publicist. So like at the time, her roster was like George Strait, Kenny Chesney, Dan and Shay, Like, you name it, she was their publicist.
Oh, wow.
So I started there. 2 weeks into it, a girl that worked there, she was a publicist, was like, hey, my friend's at this new company called Smack. They don't have an intern. Would you be interested in like splitting time and interning both places?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, sure, what's Smack? And she's like, it's Shane McAnally's company. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know shit about Shane. Like, who is that? I didn't even remember his name enough in that moment. Yeah. I didn't even remember his name enough in that moment to go Google him. Like, I had no idea what I was walking into. But I started over there, and not to say anything at all about EB Media, but the culture when I walked in the door at Smack just felt different. It was a family immediately. I had this kind of like opposite of a chip on my shoulder because I didn't go to Belmont and I thought I was at a disadvantage, and they flipped that on its head. They were like, no, you are the pulse of the general public. Like, this is an advantage
That's what's up.
that you don't know the box to think outside of.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That summer, I mean, I worked my ass off for them, and I just wanted to impress them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the summer, they were like, go graduate, come back, you have a job.
Oh.
And so,
Oh, my Lord. Nuh-uh. Now you've been with them.
so if you ever talk to Walker Hayes, though, I did meet Walker that summer, and him and I hit it off immediately.
Mhm.
And if you talk to him, he will say that he got me this job. But if you talk to Smack, they're like, we're going to hire her regardless, but we love that y'all really hit it off.
You know what's funny is we have him on this season, so I'm going to ask him
perfect.
that question.
You should.
For sure.
Spilling tea already.
We did. Well, I mean, at least the public knows who's on it now. So, I mean, okay, that's fair. But yes, that is hilarious.
Long answer.
No, I'm so glad you gave us that answer. I'm going to stop talking and let you ask a question.
I'm really feeling all of this. So we talked about how'd you end up in Nashville. So your PR is mainly focused in the music industry. Is that correct?
So
Or-
no, I'm not in PR technically.
Oh, got
so
you.
I'm strict management,
Mhm.
and that was hard for me to grapple with because I was like, but I wanted to be a publicist. Like, I went to school for PR, and I can't remember who it was that told me this. They're like, you use all the things you like about PR in management,
Mhm.
and then some. Like,
Yeah.
challenged in different ways. There's no bounds, and that's true. Like, I've learned. We're launching a retail line. We launched NA beer. Like, there's so many things that I get to touch outside of music.
Uh-huh.
Just being in management and
Yeah.
learning how to do. And one of my favorite things about management too is, not that you asked, but
No, it is one of our questions. So,
is that there's no specific path.
Yeah.
Like, there's no messing up.
Yeah.
If there's no doing anything wrong, you might have made a decision that makes your journey, your road a little longer, but like, you don't even know that in the moment.
yeah.
It's like making the best decisions as you can in the moment and then going from there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no tool book. Or
Yeah.
like, you're going to, and I think a lot of people is afraid of like making mistakes and not like learning from them, as they say. But I like how your point, like, you made a valid point. That should be on a t-shirt.
It should be on a
Get that on a
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Well, I agree. I think, and it's too, as long as you're keeping the people centric, that's all that matters. As long as you get out of, as soon as you get out of that, management becomes like a machine where you're just trying to hit a quota and a number. Of course, you have to in business, but you like to bring that people orient or that people side of
Totally.
things and drive that in.
Totally.
So when did you decide to start managing artists? I know you said you were an intern at Smack, but what kind of led you a little bit more about that is when did you decide, hey, I'm going to start managing this person? Or, was Walker your first person, or who was that first person
Oh,
for you?
and to add on to that, how do you balance your, like, each person has a different personality.
Ain't
So
that the
like,
truth?
how do you know,
That's a
like,
good one.
okay, with this one, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more calmer, and this one I have to be more excited.
Yeah.
I mean, like, different
Don't let me forget to
energies.
answer the second that part of the
Uh-huh.
question. Because this one, wait, what did you said?
Mine
when
was-
you started okay.
Yeah, when did you decide?
So, when people say luck is when preparation meets opportunity,
Mhm.
in its truest form, that was me with Smack, because Smack was primarily a publishing company, so they house songwriters, which is very different than management, right? Well, when I was coming into the fold, Smack was just starting management. And it happened because Walker was signed to publishing, but he didn't have a manager at that point. And so Smack was taking him out to meetings for managers. And he was like, nah, that didn't feel right. That didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all just manage me? So that happened. And then I came in at the same time. So like management was brand new. So Robert Carlton, who's now president of Smack, was like, him and Michael Baum, Shane McAnally's husband, were like
Mhm.
kind of the bolsters in management.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was interning that summer, like me and Robert naturally gravitated towards each other in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what he was taking on, was the management stuff. And then, like I said, met Walker when I was interning. We really hit it off.
Mhm.
It almost was never a choice. It
Mhm.
just always felt right. And I will say this too, like, I didn't know management was a job. I didn't know what it entailed. I didn't know anything like that. I could not possibly in a lab concoct a better profession for my personality.
Yeah.
Really. Like
Yeah.
the fast pace, the making a decision, standing by it confidently because XYZ, like
Mhm.
the breadth of stuff you get to do. Like truly it is like, and that's a good reminder, honestly, for me to say this out loud, because sometimes it is
Mhm.
tough. And
Yeah,
it's,
For
you
sure.
feel like you're the lifeline and the first call for all these people, and you can't have a
Mhm.
personal life because it bleeds in and blah blah blah. But like at the end of the day, this is so conducive to
Yeah.
my personality. So Walker was my first client. Like I was doing day to day always, even though it wasn't always like I was just management for a long time, but
Mhm.
there was no one else in management other than like me and Robert for a long time. And then I remember I felt like I had gotten such a good groove with Walker. You know, at the time he's like a 42-year-old dad of 6, and sometimes he felt like my dad, but sometimes he felt like a brother or a best friend. Like,
Yeah.
but we had just gotten in such a groove. I knew when to expect him to freak out about something. I knew how to handle it. I knew when he just wanted to talk in circles and vent and not want a solution. Like, I just figured him out.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And then there was another manager at the time that was at Smack managing Kylie Morgan. And I'm not going to spill any tea around this at all, but that manager moved to LA, and then Kylie was just there, and she was kind of tossed towards me and Robert, but mainly me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my God. First of all, managing a female is very different. And then managing a female that's my age is going to be very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We are the same age, and I was very nervous about this, and especially because like we were both at the company for a couple years, but we never interacted. So I was like, this feels weird, and I have to go on the road with you, just me and you this weekend.
We have to get to know each other.
Yeah. So my mindset, and I remember because I thought a lot about this, like it was ironclad. I was like, I know I'm a good manager. I know I can give her more service and attention than she's been getting. So she's already gonna, that's already
Love
gonna
you more.
get us on a good foot.
Mhm.
And I don't have to be her best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
I can be the best manager that she's ever had.
Right.
And then as it turns out, we had companion pass. She was able to play shows solo acoustic. So me and her traveled the country and honestly abroad too for a couple years together. And we did become, you know, best friends throughout the process. I was in her wedding. She's a bridesmaid in my wedding. So like it ended up happening. But like I remember at the beginning to be like, hey, we don't have to be best friends.
Right.
I just have to do this for you and you have to do this for me.
Yeah.
And it is
We
what
both
it
have
is.
our own goals.
Yeah.
And it's funny how life has a way of working that out. Like you're going into a situation one way, and then it turns out completely different. You're like, oh shit, okay, here we are.
Totally. And I think I just needed to tell myself that to take some pressure off,
Yeah.
because, you know, same age and two girls traveling all over the place together. Like
Yeah.
you would think best friends, but I didn't want to put that pressure on it.
Yeah. 100%.
So
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. It's
I
the way
love
you have
that.
to, like build relationships.
totally.
Yeah.
It's all relationships.
It's all about relationships.
Yes.
You are not wrong. Okay, so being a manager, you're managing all these different folks and doing a lot of cool things. Can you give us kind of a little glimpse into what a day in the life of Marissa looks
Oh,
like?
Everything. The time
Okay.
you get
Yeah.
everything.
I
Well-
brush my hair at this time.
So I typically get up before 7. We have a big 135-pound Bernese Mountain Dog that if we're not up by 7, he's in our faces. So like,
Just hot breath
Yeah.
breathing at you.
Okay.
but
Alarm
early
clock's
risers,
there.
regardless. Yeah.
It's your alarm
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I was a morning worker outer, but I cannot work out in the morning if my life depended on it. So I typically get to work by 7
Mm.
because I need to get shit done before other people get in the office.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about, this job, and it specifically management and publishing, is so social. And I found myself, before I started this habit of getting there early and like getting my things done, clearing out my inbox, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so people come to write at the office every day at 11 is when writes start, but people start showing up around 10.
Mhm.
So it's like a big hang in the common area, which is right outside my door and whatever. And it's all windows in there, so you can see everything. So I would just shut my door, before. And I felt like I was like Scrooge,
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, how do I recalibrate this? How do I fix? So I would just go in there before anyone gets in there, get all my stuff done. It was nice. It was peaceful. I felt productive in that moment, or in those moments, and I still do. And then I'm able to be more social when people start rolling in. Then when we talk about a day at work, it's legitimately never the same. Like, it's rare that I'm at my office or at my desk the whole day.
Yeah.
Like, there's either a coffee, a lunch, drinks, or there's a photo shoot or some sort of content, something, or attending an interview or a show with around. Like, there's just no 2 days that are the same.
Yeah.
And then I leave around 4, go straight to the gym, and that's like my me time, where I can just unplug mind, body, everything. I mean, I do take calls sometimes from the treadmill, so if you see me at Planet Fitness on the phone, no, you didn't. Like, someone, like, people will pick up on it, and I'll be like, huh? No, are you running? I'm like, yeah. I am.
Just leave me be for a minute.
Like, I answered your call, didn't I?
Come on now, you got my time.
Yeah.
You got my time. Don't waste it for me. Do not waste it.
Don't waste my time. All right. So, okay, that's great. I love how you have that time for you in the mornings. I think that's great. Kind of gives you, like, I call it, I don't know, respite time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
And I will say, too, I didn't get into, like, after that, the industry starts super late, right? So it goes super late.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at night, it's very rare I'm not getting calls or texts
For something.
from the artists or cowork. Like, there's always something to handle at night, which has been taxing. So I'm actively trying to find ways. Like, there's certain things I do. Like, if it's not urgent, I'll screenshot and email it to myself.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things I'm starting to do
That's
to
good.
preserve that time.
That's good.
And train people to not, if it's not urgent.
But are you the first one, like, if an artist, say Walker, has something going on, like, or something's wrong, like, are you that first phone call that he makes to be like, Marissa, I need to just vent, or I need to say this,
So
or
for I have 4 clients. For 3 of them, yes. And with Walker, it's either me or Robert. And if one of us doesn't answer, he calls the other one. And maybe he won't listen to this, but like, but oftentimes Robert and I, like, once we hang up, we'll give the other a heads up because he's likely going to call the other one. And so we at least know what to expect. We can kind of be a united front,
yeah,
things like that. We definitely tag team.
which is good. I mean, but you need to. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the face of someone. You're managing someone.
Totally.
You need to be on that
Right.
front. Damn. Okay. So before we jump into social media, one more question, because we know, or the audience doesn't know, when we're prepping for these episodes, we do syncs with our guests just to make sure, try to get an outline of the episode, all that good stuff, just kind of giving you behind the scenes. But with Marissa, she's a social media guru. So we're going to jump into that in a minute. But before that, so just as a person that's been in management for a while now, you know the environment, the industry. If someone comes into Nashville, and let's just say, as an artist that's just kind of starting off, or somebody who might be looking to get into PR, or, whatever that might be, how do you go about, like, what's the blueprint of getting, signed with somebody or getting a manager, as you will, in the industry?
Yeah, so there's definitely no roadmap. Like, there is a zillion ways to get anything done, whether it's representation, whether it's putting out a song, whether it's booking a show. Like, there are a zillion ways to each of those. I think if I could put an overarching thing on having success in this industry, it'd be network. That is key.
Yeah.
You have to be seen, you have to be out, you have to get your name and get yourself out there and be a good hang. That is the majority of this job.
Yeah.
is that networking. And then when you start seeing the familiar faces at the events and building real relationships and yada yada, that representation will follow. Like,
Yeah.
and I would also say for an independent artist that has zero team, my advice would be to first get an attorney.
Oh, good advice. I know. I was shocked with that one too.
Yeah, an attorney would be the first. And like every case is different, totally.
Yeah.
But like, and then if you're a writer as well, a singer, songwriter, like artist, but that writes their own music, I would then shop for publishing deals and start getting in rooms with other people, start getting your sound, what you want to say, get those songs lined up, because that's a really good way to start meeting different people in camps and yada yada. So writing all the time. Because most artists also write.
Yeah.
And then another piece of advice is I would not sign to a major label deal. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think boutique is the way to go. It's the way that everything.
Smaller.
Yeah. It's just, I think
It's
that
more hands-on, maybe.
more hands-on, more white glove, more. I feel like a lot of labels right now are so oversaturated, and it's no knock on any of the people that are working at these labels. It's that they don't have the bandwidth to handle the volume of artists. So it's nothing personal. It's not on purpose. And it's also the label's business model to, probability wise, if they scoop up all these people, that their North Star is to get a major record deal, like, then someone's going to pop and that pays for the ones that don't and yada yada. Like, but I think a lot of companies are moving towards bringing things in-house. I know Smack's doing that as well. We launched Smack Records, which is a record label now within the company. So we have publishing, we have management, we have records.
Come on with us, man. Come on with, and you've been a part of that entire journey too, which is so cool.
Yeah. My newest client, Jenna Davis, is our first Smack Records client. So yeah.
So awesome.
It was really exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
So how would you advise, I guess, if someone said, hey, I'm an artist, Smack is like my go-to. Do I need to drop off a record at the I don't know.
Absolutely not.
You drop a CD or cassette tape off at the mailbox?
Some people do that, but to the front door. And we cannot take unsolicited material for legal reasons. Like if, for instance, you dropped off your CD.
I hear my song on the radio.
Well, yeah, and then you'd be like, or any part, even if it's an idea, we didn't even listen to it, but we accepted that. You know, like, so we cannot accept, if anyone comes and tries to do that, we direct them to NSAI, which is the something Songwriters Association. What's
over there?
NSAI, you know NSAI. I'm not in publishing shit. Someone directs them there. And also I would say, like, if Smack is where someone wants to be, don't come on too strong, don't be weird, be a good hang. But like, come to events. Our writers always play rounds that we post about. Follow us on socials. Like, don't be creepy, but follow us on socials. Go to stuff.
Don't be creepy.
Again, don't be creepy. Like,
you got one job.
Yeah,
Don't
just like be normal.
Yeah.
God, I love you. Especially too working in the industry, you see a lot of the creepies and
On the road.
oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, oh, this is just not okay. Don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy.
So if you're a fan out there, don't be creepy, okay? Just please don't be.
Now I know what this camera is for. Don't be creepy.
Okay. So, okay.
Oh, wait, real quick. Does anybody need a refill of?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, here you go.
Don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy.
Love this podcast.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're with us.
So talking about social.
Yeah.
How did you get? I call it a social guru. I feel like I'm an old lady on social media.
An old lady on social.
No disrespect to all the older ladies out there.
That's okay.
But how does social media align with the work that you do now?
Yeah, totally. So, and I think I got.
No, I was just born a little bit.
I think I got this. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I think I got deemed kind of social media guru because of what happened with Walker's success and with Fancy Like.
Oh, tell us about that.
So didn't love socials at all. He thought it was, and I was running them at the time. I was running all of his socials, and then this was pre-COVID. Then COVID hit, and he hadn't posted in ages because everyone was in quarantine. Like it was like no one was leaving the house.
Mhm.
I wasn't there to be taking content to be posting for him. We weren't playing shows, so I didn't have anything to post. And we were talking daily at that time for hours a day, truly.
Mm.
And going round and round about, hey, just whatever you're doing in that moment, just snap it. And then send it to me and then I'll post it. Like,
Yep.
you don't even have to do the back ends. So that was how resistant he was, right?
Oh, Walker.
We got through that eventually. I know we got through that eventually. And honestly, his socials started picking up because it was so authentic.
Mm-hmm.
What he was posting wouldn't have been necessary. Like, I posted in his voice, but like, it wasn't as careless in a cool way
Yeah.
as what he was doing.
Yeah.
So, okay, all that to illustrate how resistant he was. So then when TikTok comes on the scene, he's like, you want me to get another app? I can't even do these apps, you know? And so I was like, I'll just make you an account, just play around on there. The algorithm's so cool because it'll give you stuff that you want. And I'm not saying that he wanted this stuff, but all he was seeing was like girls dancing in bikinis and whatever, you know, because that was
100%.
like, I feel like at the very beginning of TikTok,
Yep.
there was a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, dude, my audience is not on here. Like, I am a dad. I'm 40 years old. I'm not getting on TikTok. So, you know, that was like, we went back and forth a lot over that. And then I remember, so Leela, his oldest daughter, she was probably 15 at the time, 14, loved making up dances. So they actually, and doing dances. And she wanted a TikTok, but the kids don't have any social media. So they would get on walkers and like, she was doing the renegade dance and blah, blah, blah. And Walker got in on it one day and they both posted themselves doing the renegade dance. And Walker can actually dance and so can Leela. She's one of his backup dancers now on tour. And they posted that and Walker needs affirmation, right? Like if someone likes him, he has a way better time doing it.
Yeah.
Once he saw those numbers start climbing, I think that was like, So then, not too long after the Renegade dance, they made up a dance to his most popular song at that time, You Broke Up With Me. And then that was his most views to that point. So then, and we were at a low place, honestly, like career, music-wise, everything. We weren't sure where to go.
Really?
And we were building up to this EP, and it was with a new producer, which me and Walker kind of went behind the scenes and did that on the side. And then we're like, we're passionate about this. Let's do it. Y'all might get into a little bit more of that. He tells it way better than I could tell it.
Yeah.
But then we released Fancy Like, and I remember at Ole Red on the night we released it on stage, on that tiny little stage, he goes, this next one right here, it's going to go 3 times platinum. And I remember looking at my now fiance being like, this guy's delusional. He's such a dreamer. But we still have that clip where he said that. And
Wow.
which like I get chills even thinking
Oh my
about
God,
that
me
moment.
too. Look, it's got
Yeah, he
goosey.
really did.
Yeah.
And then a day or two after, him and Leela popped off that dance on their front porch with that pink flamingo in the back, everything. And it was history. Like, I remember they were watching it to hit 1 million. And like,
get it.
I know, like seriously. And then our lives, chills,
Yeah.
changed overnight
Yeah.
with that song.
Yeah.
So I think the persistentness of I was seeing what was happening on TikTok, and then simultaneously I also was seeing the impact of music on TikTok. So
Yeah.
I was running internal campaigns. It started only for song promotion. So like paying creators, creating relationships to post with one of our songs in the background, blah, blah, blah. Well, then since we have publishing too, there's songs that are not our songs that we have vested interest in. So I remember Never Be Sorry About Old Dominion was one of our songs that we really wanted to put some oomph, behind. And so I ran a campaign, me literally, and I have my notebook where I was like writing down which creators, how much I offered them, everything like that, right? And they were so impressed. Sony was impressed. Their management was impressed. And then word started to spread. And that allowed me to launch a branch within our company that we still have. I made a hire under me who kind of runs it now, but it's called Smack Talk, TOK, and it's influencer marketing by way of short form.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, and now we run
Man.
all kinds of campaigns and everything like that. And I'm not as hands-on with it anymore just because I have 4 clients to manage and I just can't be that much boots on the ground. So I feel like a little bit of imposter syndrome when you're like a social media guru, because I I once was.
Yeah.
And I think the main takeaway is to be an early adapter to everything.
Yeah.
Jump on it right away
Yeah.
and master it, and because you don't know. Like, it was the same with Clubhouse. Remember that app?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pounce on it right away.
Yeah.
And that ended up kind of going away.
Yeah.
But like, same with Be Real. Like, I don't know if y'all still Be Real or not,
Fine.
but you just, yes.
That was all I will.
Vine was the best.
Vine was the best. I remember that. And but then it was like a
7-second video.
yeah, second video, and then it just kind of went away. And then I
Yeah.
remember when Instagram was like, it was only a certain amount of time, and then it kept going up and up and up. Yeah, it was just crazy. Okay. So one more question, and then we're going to get to the spill the tea segment.
Let's spill the
We
tea.
haven't already.
Oh no, we haven't. Well, we've been spilling the tea, but I mean our fun tea at the
Okay.
very end. Okay. Okay, so,
Just jump to spill the tea.
I want to ask one question.
Okay.
Going off script.
So what?
Right. He's gonna make
Not
it.
the script anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, no. So give us. So you've been on the road with some artists. You've been managing. You've been doing all this mess. Give us your favorite and or wildest story on the road.
Oh, I'm
From
looking nasty.
Any artist that you've managed.
Ooh. Well, my only two touring acts are Walker and Kylie.
Okay.
And I will say with Walker, there's not many like crazy stories. He's been sober for 8 years, and
Or fans. No, I want to.
We could do.
I
We got some. We got some.
Let's say strange. No, we go.
There's some strange ones of Walker's
I'm
age.
strange. I'm kidding. We have fans that I
Yeah,
am
we have-
actually friends with.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. And then there's some where you're just like, no, let's say. And then there's some that we just.
Don't.
Um,
Crazy story. Like, my job is to not have crazy stories. Like,
True. You're
that's
the
like I
management.
mitigate.
Okay, so then
Crazy.
what is your favorite then moment? If you don't have crazy.
Honestly, my favorite, this is gonna sound like a PR answer. It's not.
Mhm.
It's true. And when I feel myself being I'm not having fun in my job, I go out on the road to see my artists on stage. That is when it feels like everything pays off.
Yeah.
To see them up there and to see a crowd react is like, this is what it's for.
I can see that.
And so like that rejuvenates me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
that's
that
awesome.
fills my bucket.
Oh, your little bucket is filled.
It's flourishing.
Yeah.
High vibrations now.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
So now here's what we're gonna do. So I have 12 pieces of paper. Some are white, some are orange. I ran out of white, so I went to orange. Okay, so that's where we're at. So,
Just say that's my favorite color.
Yeah.
orange, like bright orange?
Just orange.
Any kind of orange? Okay,
In
okay.
particular.
Well, okay, so this is called emoji translation. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this being used to be on TikTok. I mean, you're still on social medias and stuff like that. You're not like a ghost now.
No, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I stay on TikTok.
Oh my God. But so what we're going to do is each card has two emojis on it.
Okay.
And it's either a title of a song or it could be a movie title.
Okay.
So what we want you to do is look at the emojis and try to guess what it is. However, I don't want you to tell me what the song is. I want you to hum it or sing it when you tell us. So you could say, oh, for example,
Oh, I'm gonna be good at this.
Britney Spears' Baby Baby. I don't know what that would, baby one more time.
Maybe.
We want you to sing it
Okay.
rather than just say.
I got you.
Okay.
But
So are you gonna not see it?
oh, we have
Oh,
I have the
okay.
answers on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be
Okay.
a helpline. We have a lifeline.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna be good at this. So,
I think so too.
but just
Okay. So here we go. Here's our first one. What is our first
Show
one?
it to the camera as well.
Okay.
I'm not looking.
Oh, you can look. So
Oh, yeah.
here is the.
He's the. Oh, I was gonna say teardrops on my guitar. Oh,
So what would this one be? So we got a teardrop and then we got a piano. It looks like,
don't give me.
and we can give you a hint. Allegro can give you a hint if you'd like.
Please, crikey. See, I would have said you said it's a teardrop, and you have the answers.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean,
Are you,
it's symbolizing water. Okay.
water,
Yeah, water is what it's symbolizing, not a
Okay.
teardrop.
water, keys, water instrument, water. Is this one a song or a movie?
It's a
a song.
song.
Okay.
You want a hint?
Give me a bad hint. Am I missing this file? Like,
No, because I really didn't understand it when I first did it either. But
I can't give you I mean, I could.
don't go chasing waterfalls.
What about by TLC?
Girl, we don't know.
We don't know, but here's my assumption is because it's water and then it's flowing down the keys, so like a water key. I don't know, because then there's no like.
Wasn't fair. Next.
Okay, so next. Took us
Made no
a minute. Okay, here we go.
Fuck.
This one.
PTSD. I'm getting married in October.
In a couple
Get
weeks.
married. So we have, congrats to that, by the way.
Single ladies.
Oh my, by who?
By Beyonce. Hold on, I have to sing it.
Okay, yeah.
Where should I start? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should
Okay. So we'll give you two because that first one was a little difficult. Okay.
right?
Okay. So this one is a rocket
Oh. You don't have to
and
tell me what the emoji is. Is that Rocket Man? But I don't know how it goes.
Neither do I. Is it?
I'm a Rocket Man.
yes,
Is that,
that's it.
That's
yeah.
literally
And who sings that song?
Elton John.
You're absolutely right.
Something we forgot to cover actually in our interview that's funny is I don't like music that much.
You don't. I was going to ask you that. What type of music do you?
I don't
listen
like
to?
music.
I guess.
But I mean, you're killing it with these though right now.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Like I was shocked I got Elton John.
You would have said
don't
like
know
Stevie
where I
Wonder
pulled
or
that
something like
I
that.
don't know where I pulled that on.
Maybe the Queen movie or something.
No, I don't
I
like
haven't
movies.
seen anything.
Oh no, that's about Queen though. That's not about Elton John.
Well, not because of that. I never liked him.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut up and drive. Is that?
No.
Gas pedal. Gas pedal. Beat up. Car
Mm-hmm.
toots.
That's a rendition. There was an artist
Not shut up and drive.
re-sang it.
Oh,
recently.
you gotta fast.
Yeah.
I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store.
You know what?
The syllables.
Something like that. Who originally
Tracy
sings?
Chapman.
Yeah. Hey, ma'am. You want to do one?
Oh. Okay.
Here we go.
Baby, baby, baby.
Oh, that's an easy one. Okay.
Dang, y'all started with like the craziness.
Here we go.
Okay. Dancing queen.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You're doing so good. Okay.
Here. The men in black.
They think.
Is that a man?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Someone in a suit. That
Because
helps.
I got my suit and tie.
Oh, that could have been.
That
one
would have been a
person.
good one, but not it.
And then the thumbs up or hand. Don't tell me. Good. Out of you. Okay, maybe give me a bad hint.
Applebee's.
Wait. Fancy light.
Yeah.
Duh. Like, okay. Lord have mercy. It's too close to home. Wasn't even thinking
Walker,
it.
she did not
Yeah.
get this right.
Walker, no, she
Did
did.
not get that one.
I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses.
No, but
Really?
close. It's by a newer artist.
Oh, but whiskey?
Mm-hmm. Whiskey's in the title. What's that color?
Wait, what'd you say?
What's the color?
Oh, Whiskey Blues?
Yep.
Mhm.
I don't know what that song is. Who's it by?
Tanner Adele.
Tanner Adele. Okay, I don't know the song.
It's a really
But I
good
am a
song.
fan of Tanner's.
Yeah.
She's actually opening for Walker
I know.
on a date. We just confirmed that.
Oh, shit. Oh, then
Yeah,
I didn't know
like
that.
this week.
Wait, this week she's
No,
opening?
we confirmed it this week. I
I'm like,
can't
where
remember
did we
which
get
date.
on that bus.
Yeah.
on that thing, that bus to take us somewhere.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, my shit. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to go to that one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Oh, my God.
Lion King?
That's it.
Okay, listen, I have a joke.
Okay.
Are you ready?
About Lion King?
Yes.
Okay.
What did Simba's mom wait. What did Simba's mom say to him as he was moving slow behind her?
I don't know what.
Mufasa.
That's
You
funny.
did not.
That's hilarious. I was busy thinking what Simba's mom's name was. I was like,
I was thinking like Mufasa or something. Or like, no, not Mufasa, like I don't know.
I said
Wrong
it to my
movie.
sister. She was like, "Girl, I thought it was hilarious."
So that is funny.
Clip to social clip.
That was timely.
Okay.
When the sun shines, we'll shine together.
No, she did, but it's not.
Rain on me?
Nope. Look at the colors too.
It's hard to tell on the orange sheet of paper.
It's purple.
Okay. Purple Rain.
Yes.
Prince.
By Prince. Yes. Good job. Okay. So I think we have two more. Okay.
I love
That's
that
me?
y'all gave me that one first. Eye of the Tiger.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I
Okay.
didn't know that one either.
I didn't know it was sung by Survivor.
Yeah.
I did not know that was a group.
You know, fun fact, I've purchased like 15 songs on iTunes in my whole entire life.
And that was
That was one of them. I don't know why.
Maybe you were just feeling it in college or something.
Yeah,
You were
I
just like,
run to it.
it's a good one.
Beat.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Last but not least.
last but not least.
It's hard.
Oh.
I don't get really the second emoji, but the first one.
Yeah, I really don't get the second.
Give me, don't give me anything. Flower here.
This person lives in LA.
Oh, I thought they live here. It could
Has
be.
a house here too.
Kelly?
She was Disney superstar
Hannah
who grew up.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Flowers.
Yes. Don't really get the ear though.
Yeah, what's the ear for?
I don't know, because when we were, pulling this game together and stuff, we were like pulling off the internet and stuff, and it gave the ear. So I was like, I don't really know, but
What the ear stands
you
for.
hear the flowers, you buy, but that doesn't make sense. You'd be like
Could you
money
say
and
flower.
that's okay. But listen, you did it. You did our game.
They effed me with that first one.
Yeah. Wait, what was the first? Oh yeah, waterfall.
I mean, the piano of it all.
Maybe somebody on social or somewhere will tell us how this represents Waterfalls by TLC.
Please, someone
Maybe
tell
they
us.
play the piano, but that still
Why do
doesn't
they do
differentiate the song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Marissa,
Yes.
thank you so much.
You guys, thank you for having me.
Of course.
I can't believe you guys thought I was interesting in the first place.
You are interesting. We love you, and I love you just outside of cameras and the glitz and the glam and everything. So, and can't wait to come to the wedding too, which is going to be so fun.
Gosh, I can't wait to do it and then be on the way to Tahiti.
Oh, yes.
That's
Going to Tahiti.
It's my North Star.
What are y'all going to do? Have y'all like,
We're
What they
staying.
gonna do?
well, adventure wise, not like what they're going to do in the room. I mean, like outside the room.
No, we do have excursions planned. I think we're gonna golf one day because like
That's awesome.
once in a lifetime kind of course.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a spa day. Yeah,
Oh,
just like
so
a lot of stuff.
Good. And just like relax and wow.
I know, and it's like every single one of my clients will be at the wedding, so they all know. Like
Leave me
that's what
alone.
I'm really most looking forward to is truly no one will be bugging me from like
No.
the week before my wedding because I'm taking that whole week off before the wedding.
For you.
And then I come back on October 31st, and then music industry goes like
And
goes
then-
silent. Like,
Mhm.
Holidays.
you know, yeah.
Everybody's
So see y'all again in January. Don't hit my line.
basically, I got
If you
three
need
more.
me,
work.
don't.
I got 3 more months of work and that's it.
Right.
Okay, well, cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. And Allegra's so great to meet you in person.
To meet you.
Yeah,
I feel
this
like
was
we became
fun.
best friends.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very nice. Yeah.
I wish you would. I wish you
You guys can
would.
play over. I'm kidding. Love y'all both. Love y'all both. Thank you, seriously.
Thank you. Well, on that note, thanks for joining Milk Eggs.
And a whole lot of tea, and we'll see you next time. See ya. Bye.